Okay, so wait, we got like 2 areas right there? Okay. It's kind of weird, but whatever. So what's over here? I don't think there's really anything here. Except for, yeah, these guys. I mean, those are the people that are going to be facing in the tower for the most part, and if I could get rid of them here, I shouldn't have much of a problem. It's the killer armor that I'm having a lot of problem with when I go inside there. The way I keep talking and stuttering. Oh god. It's just something that happens when you talk a lot. I don't know how else to say it too, because maybe it's not for some people, but like for me, like I kind of get that way, just kind of like those little bit of stumbles here and there, and I try to like catch myself and everything. But for the most part, it's just gonna happen. It's just the way it is. Okay, good. No, come to think of it, I'm still trying to figure out my plan of attack for this holiday when it comes to like getting games and whatnot, because this holiday in particular, like, is gonna be a little harder because like what exactly do I want to get? And I know a lot of people are like, what do you mean by that? Like, isn't there like games that you want to get like for the holiday season that are coming out? Like, yeah, there is, but like that's not what I'm worried about the most. I usually don't go after games that I know are going to be around for like a long time, or not going to be hard to find, or like they don't go up in price and everything like that. A lot of people would probably say it like things like Uncharted 4, getting like a PS4, or like Battlefield 1, things like that. Me personally, I don't do that. I look into the games that I can get that are a lot more affordable and whatnot, and that's how I do it. And I base the sales on like, you know, GameStop's buy 2 get 1 free things and whatnot. You know, I get like all kinds of weirdly analytical about like how I can like get this and get that, and I essentially come out with every like holiday season. I come up with about at least 20 games that I get new. Well, not new, but you know what I mean, right? Like I buy them. Like that's how I do it. And this has pretty much been every holiday season so far, as of recent, because I've had a few jobs every now and again. Actually been getting pretty decent, like good games that are were on sale and everything, and that was pretty fun. I definitely like that for sure. Like that's how I got my Rayman Legends. And I gotta tell y'all, Rayman Legends, oh my god, just some of those levels are the bomb diggity. They really, really are. And it's so fun to see it and everything. But like I'm looking at like other games too that I want to get, and like Dragon Quest Builders is a new one that I want to get. Same with Valkyrie Drive, which recently released about a month ago. And Fooby keeps telling me it's garbage, but I like my anime garbage. I really do. And then what else is there? There's also Shantae that's coming out. There's both Shantae games, both Risky's Revenge and Pirate's Curse and other thing. Oh, Half Genie Hero, but that's been like delayed several times now. I don't think we're gonna get it anytime this year. I mean, they could keep spouting it over and over again, but I don't think so, buddy. I don't think it's gonna happen. Tons of games are being delayed this year and everything. And like people are even going after the Last Guardian and like Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm just kind of like, I don't really care that much. I mean, I'm gonna get Pokemon Sun and Moon, or rather Pokemon Moon, because I don't want to get both games. But I'm still kind of like, that's a lot of money to like go and dive myself into. And when you think about it this way, if you go to GameStop on a buy 2 get 1 free sale, you could actually walk in with the same $40 that you would use for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and you would actually get 3 games back if you just followed the $20 lead. So if both the games were $20, that'd be $40, and then you get another 3rd game. And these are all games that could either be better or worse than Pokemon Sun and Moon. And just honestly, it probably would be worth more your money to get the older versions. Some people don't like to think of it that way. They're just like, I just want to play the game now. I get that. That's fine. I'm not shaming anybody out there that's like, I want to get like this game right here and there. Just more so saying, like, a lot of people look at buying games in a more narrow-minded sense of like, I want this game, so I'm gonna get it. You don't look at a game and go, I want to eventually play this game, but I do not have like the system for it, or I do not have the ability to play it right now, or like I'm not gonna play it anytime soon. Like Azura's Wrath, I got in a hazard buy. I bought that. I think I bought it for like just like $10, and it is one of the harder games to find out there nowadays. Not too hard. At GameStop, you probably should be able to get it for a decent sale and whatnot, but like they become fewer and further away in between, and you have to like go further to like other territories like GameStops and whatnot in order to get like those kinds of games. And Vanquish is another game that I bought on a hazard buy, because like these are two games that I know for sure I want to play. I'll eventually play them, but I'm not playing them right now because I want to do JRPG 2016 and I like to play Dragon Quest. I want to get done playing all the Dragon Quests that I have. So there's that on top of like that, and all these fighting games and all these other RPGs that are out there, and just it's one of those things where you have to really look at the bigger picture of here. Like, where do you eventually want to play a game? Will you eventually play all these games? And I know a lot of people out there are just like, I'm not gonna like buy like 50 games Lost. That's not gonna happen. I'm not even saying that. just look into games that actually go on sale a lot. Because games like Call of Duty will go on sale. It doesn't ever matter what price they are at the current point. They'll go on sale. They'll be a different price entirely. And it's just, frankly to me, it's never worth getting a new Call of Duty game. It just isn't. And I've never played Call of Duty. In all honesty, I never really played much mind the campaign and everything like that. And I do eventually want to get the series, but as I look at it, every time I find it at Goodwill, or I found it at Best Buy, GameStop, I'm just like, I know I could get it down for a cheaper price. And that's the way I always look at it. I can always get it at a cheaper price. And it goes with the whole entire, like, do I want to spend a sandwich money on this? And, like, I got a bunch of little things to go with, like, buying games and whatnot. And it's one of those things that I know sounded weird, but it's effective. It really is. Like, would you spend $5 on Duke Nukem Forever, or would you rather buy a sandwich? That's the sandwich principle right there in effect. And then on top that off with like, will you play Duke Nukem now? Will you play it later? Will you eventually want to play it? Will you think that it goes up to a higher price? Things like that. Like Duke Nukem Forever, that's gonna be there for a long time. People are not gonna be like, I need to get Duke Nukem Forever. I need to like play it right now and keep the game disc with me. They're not gonna keep the game disc with them. They're gonna like put it back to GameStop, or just throw it out, or give it to a donation at Goodwill. It's not gonna be like one of those games that people keep, like Fatal Fury or Sonic Riders, or I'm looking at my games that I have right here, just going like, which ones would people not throw out? Spyro, Mega Man X. These are all things that people would keep. They would keep those games. And you gotta look at it that way. You gotta look at supply and demand, man. It's because we got to look at. Okay, so I'm guessing this place right here has the things that we want to get. And we need to watch out for these killer armors, but for the most part, we should be fine. Because it's just the killer armors we have to worry about the most. God dang, dude. Ugh, Infernus. No, if they all do Infernus, I'm kind of screwed. Hard. Oh, God, no. Please don't. Please stop. Please. I don't need this no more. Why do I always have to face like 5 blue beaks or whatever? Okay, good. So I get those 2 going. Do heal more. And cast a heal more. Oh god. Like they got like all the middle. Just all the middle. God dang it. Okay, good. Alright, we'll be good for now as long as they don't attack Lost a bunch. Which doesn't look like they're gonna do that. Okay, good. I was really scared that could have happened. And heal Mira again, and we should be good, right? I think we are. Oh dear god, I hope we are. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Phew. That was a close one. Don't need this mess, man. I don't need all these people coming at me. If you know my business. Yeah. You know the weird thing I figured out too, because right now I still have Sam having like the really good staff for like physical attacking, and it uses MP a lot. But I've noticed that if you don't have any MP at all, it still does the same amount of attacking and whatnot. It's actually pretty dang good to use for the whatchamacalls. What are they called again? Ugh. Word thing. Why can't I remember it? You know what I'm trying to say. The clerics, like, because they're not known for being physical attackers, except for, you know, Lunar Legend, the awesome Game Boy Advance game that ruined Lunar Legend. Or is it just called Lunar? I don't remember. But we will come back at some point in streams and correct me, or I'll ask them to, or whatever. Something will happen. It's likely. Okay. Okay. Do. Looks like I have to like go around in a circle or whatever. But I seem to be doing pretty fine, like going into this place like I thought I would. It's just getting all those people just really suck hard, man. Sucks hard, dude. Just don't get at me. Illuminato. Wait, is that like Illuminati? Is it seriously? Oh my god, what if it was? Alright. Heal up. Boom, bada bang. Yeah, not enough MP now, so now we're to this one. Yeah. That's all I need. So I guess it's just like keep going in like a circle or whatever. That's what it looks like. Killer armor, dude. Killer armor's bad. Oh god. That's just not good, man. Not good at all. Speed up, or I can increase. I'm gonna increase, actually. Increasing would be a lot easier to do. And then make sure it affects the whole entire battle on us. Because buffing yourself is so much better than not buffing yourself. Or rather, debuffing the enemy. Oh, ta-da! Oh. It's weird that I'm a little tired right now, though. I'm like yawning. Because, like, I went to bed pretty early for myself. I know it doesn't sound early for a lot of people, but I went to bed like around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I usually don't like go to bed around that time. I go to bed like around 3. And I like wake up like a lot later, and just like all those other bits and pieces, and just like I need to get like a more healthy sleep pattern out of all this, but it just hasn't happened yet. Eventually I'm getting there, because like my ultimate goal is to wake up at 8 o'clock like pretty regularly. And like that's where I would want to wake up on, because it sounds normal, right? Waking up at 8 o'clock sounds normal? I think it does. That's the way I want it to be. No. Let's get rid of the Vin Shock guy. And then just do bang. Ugh. Why have to be like this? All these people. No, thank you. Get out of here. Please go away. There we go. Got him. Only other person I need to worry about is the Illuminato. Mainly because he's able to silence me. And that sucks, because I don't want to be silenced. I will be heard. Alright. Get him. Get him. It's so bright and colorful, dude. For real. Oh, hey, Oscar, the King, how you doing? Glad to see somebody come on by. Pleasure to have you. Nothing's up, really. Just going through this little tower area, because apparently this has the flute. I think it does. At least somebody was alluding to it. That one of the NPCs was alluding to it has a flute. Okay. No! I'm so close and yet so far. I just want to see what's inside. It's probably a dead end. No, my luck. Stupid blue beak. Get out of here. Get down here. Stupid blue beak, dude. Like, for real. What is here? Yep, told you. I told you. I knew. I knew that I knew. That's what's here. Empty, right? Nope. Actually, it's not. Oh god, why does it have to be like 3 of these guys? They're the worst. Alright. I guess we can just do bang. That'd be easier to do, right? Just doing bang hits everybody. Why can't more of my spells hit just like everybody? I know you eventually get like big bang, and that's cool, but just like Infernos, I feel like should hit everybody. Should just be like a single group of enemies, you know? No, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid that. I hope I have antidote. I think I do for my princess, but I'm not sure if I do or not. Oh god. Stupid zombers. God dang zombers, man. Get out of here! Stop it! Come on! Oh my god. This is bad. Oh bad. More pecking. They look so... What do they look like to me? I think they're like ostriches or something like that. It just looks really weird. That they just like have feet and head. Like there's no body to them at all. So odd. Yes, I do have an antidote. Thank God. This will work out for me. This will be good. I can get through things just proper. Alright, heal more. I think I'll just do regular healing. I don't want to get rid of like all my what you call it? My MP. There you go. I don't want. I'm at a loss for words right now. Just kind of blick. Trying to figure things out here. What the? Looks like I'm getting up at least. Oh no. What is all this? A shadower? Whatever this thing is, that's new to me. Okay. Well, I know I've seen a shadower before, but I haven't seen one of these things. So I'll just attack that. Hope for the best. I mean, I really hope so. Yeah, they go down pretty fast. That should be fine then, right? Oh, stop spell, there it is. Breathe fire, that's fine. That's nothing to us nowadays. We don't need that. We don't need to take down the Shadower. He's whatever. These small taters. God dang, dude. Please stop. Oh wait, we don't want to do Shadow. We want to do Eliminator, because he's the bad. And then Shadow could be the very next one to get rid of. Shadow is probably like the coolest like enemy that I've seen. That's not. I don't really see in any other Dragon Quest. Because is Shadower in any other Dragon Quest? I don't think so. They're really cool looking, honestly. Like they have this weird sort of like I'll look like a big bad enemy, but I'm not really that big or bad, but I can be. Yeah, I'm running out of MP real fast. That ain't good. I'll just do some regular healing in order to conserve some of it. There we go. Oh, tightrope time. God dang! How are we we're walking on a tightrope? How are we walking on a tightrope when doing fights this way? Like, are they just like holding on to the tightrope, swinging it or something, or what? Like, come on, man! It's a little more realistic here. At least like show like a pitfall or something. Stupid thing. things. At least they die fast. Ooh, Samus! Thank you, bae. Nope, not what we want, but yes! I'm so close. Thankfully, we're not getting a lot of like the bigger enemy chunks here, which I'm very thankful for because god dang, I do not want to face like 5 enemies every bloody time Dragon Quest. I feel like that this Dragon Quest does that particularly a lot. Most Dragon Quest that I know is like it's like it's the 2 to 3 basis of like you get attacked by an enemy. At least that's how I recall it. Like 3 being the most. Alright, good. I got a tiny medal. That's good. Of course, I still need to actually redeem them. That'd definitely be something. Oh, we found love! Aw, Meridian love. My love. But we have to give it to my wifey. That's how it works. Yeah, we're giving it to my wifey. I like how love actually gives intelligence, when really it shouldn't. It should actually dumb down intelligence. Dumb down intelligence and increase vigilance, if anything. That's the way I see it. Love's definitely not a smart move, I would say. It's more of an instinct-based sort of thing, and it definitely can feel your drive and everything, which I always thought is pretty cool. You know, the power of love and everything. But like, it's just one of those things, man. Legit. Like, I wouldn't say like being in love is terrible or stupid. It's just, I think a lot of people look at it in an incorrect manner, and it's definitely not an intelligent thing. It's not. It's all based on instinct, and honestly, it doesn't make sense for us as evolutionary standpoint. We want to have as many partners as possible. We want to have as many social contacts as possible. And when you get married, that essentially means you only have one partner, and it would only be like one true contact that you have, and everything else becomes like secondary. And that's definitely something that hasn't been happening with a lot of human nature and whatnot. I mean, like, you can argue about whether or not all this is like solidarity and whatnot, and blah 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 blah, but for the most part, I would say that kind of rings true. But love is good. Love is definitely one of those things that you can't replace in the world. But anything can give you love. It really just depends on the type of love that you want. I mean, a puppy dog, man, they get like the best kind of like unrequited love possible, and it's so lovely to see. And they're just the cutest little things. They don't require much aside from you loving them back. And you know, they're part of your pack, you're part of theirs. It's just how it works. And they're ever grateful for you. It's just like, I just love dogs, man. They get me. Dude, just there's something odd about like looking at a dog and just like seeing them just kind of like look to you and like with their little dog eyes and just go like, you know, just like they kind of like admire you. It's like, why are you doing this, Dodgy? Get out of here. Oh god. Well, I think I'm running out of time here in the room to actually get through this little area. I need to go back. Yeah, I think I'll do that after this little bit right here. Oh god. No more defense. Please stop. Please. Stupid shadower. Get out of here. Oh, jeez, dude. Yeah, we seem to be doing alright, just... Like, we almost got to where we're supposed to go. We just haven't quite got there yet. Just level 17 now, that's good. Okay, so that leads to the dead end. This leads to... dead end. What? Why do they lead to dead ends now? That's so weird. I'm just gonna run. No! Let me run! I don't need to face this killer armor, man! Just don't do this mess to me! The one time I want to run away. The one time it don't want me. So I can't get through that way, so I'm gonna have to go back and do this. Which is fine, because it's not hard to leave these areas. But unfortunately, that means I have to go all the way back. People are now talking about like voting right now and whatnot. So early voting is going up for America, just so y'all know. That's going to be a time and a half, because I know in previous JRPG 2016 videos I've definitely stated that like I would be voting for Bernie Sanders if and when he gets elected and nominated and all this other such and such. Obviously that's not the case. The videos are now dated, so it's like, huh. But I'm not voting for either candidate, I'll tell you that right now. When it comes to Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, I'm not voting for either of those people. I am voting third party. I ain't going to be that scum out there. Frankly, it's just, the way I see it is this, it's not worth voting for the other two people at all. It just isn't. Like, I know people out there probably gonna think like, you know, lesser of two evils and whatnot, but just, I don't want to follow that rhetoric. It's very much one of those things where just like, you shouldn't do that. It doesn't align with your heart and everything like that. And that goes with like everything too. I'm not talking about just the election here. There are people out there in like dead-end jobs that don't want to do what they do, but they continue to do it anyway to provide for food and this and that, but it doesn't make them happy. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here, is that if you don't like it, if you don't want to do these things, then why continue to do it? There are plenty of ways to change your situation, even when you have responsibilities and whatnot. It doesn't have to be anything really big or drastic or anything, it just has to be something. Do something about it, just anything at all. Because complaining about it would just suggest that you don't like it, but you'll still live with it. Like, you still wouldn't mind about it. Like, all these videos that I have to edit and, like, all these things that I have to, like, write down and whatnot, it's just me complaining about it and not actually doing it. When I actually do it, it'd be something different entirely. And, like, I actually, like, start, like, doing more and more. That's exactly what I want to do. That's why I don't like to mention it all so much. I mean, I have mentioned editing previously in this stream, but it's just a matter of, like, things are changing, you know, like, editing has been changing. But when it comes to, like, actually going, like, I want to edit more and everything like that, like, that's something that I've been trying to do. I've been trying to keep up schedule, been trying to keep up all this and that. And largely, I've just been really trying to figure out how to make everything work out with my friends, editing, streaming, and getting a new job, and trying to, like, figure out where exactly where I want to be next year. Because for the past 2 years have been a drastic change for me. Because I used to not have a job, I used to not have a stream, I used to not have a YouTube channel to, like, work with, I used to be hanging out with friends a lot more. I just got out of school, essentially, where I didn't go anymore. Now I'm even thinking about going back to school. And that is a crazy, crazy thought, is it not? And I don't mean, like, I'm gonna be, like, going back to, like, get my bachelor's degree or anything like that. I just mean, I want to take, like, a class or two or something. And it's a scary thought, and it's definitely something that's, like, how am I gonna do all these things that I want to do? And everything like that. And I have to, like, look at it, and I have to, like, want to change it to the way that I want to change it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be going back to school necessarily, but I definitely want to learn Japanese. And that's something that I've been trying to do every now and again. I know in the beginning I probably stated that I was trying to, like, learn, like, a kanji a day. And honestly, you can't learn a kanji a day. That's something that I found out halfway through this year. And I definitely want to change up things that I want to do. I've been trying to get back into, like, just writing down a kanji a day, like, on my phone and everything. And it's one of those things that you have to, like, really be persistent about, and I haven't been persistent enough. I need to be getting back into exercise more and all this and that, and, like, these are all things that, you know, they're nice sentiments, but until I actually do them, that's an entirely different story. And I only say that not as a means to discourage others or a means to, like lift things up. It's just something that I know myself I need to work on. And in a way, saying them out loud makes it feel more real. In a way, it's kind of filler, and in a lot of other ways, it's not. It's neither nor. It's just whatever's happening. I just like to say that just, nothing's getting in my way. Nothing is stopping me more than me. That's how I've always felt about it. It never felt like I was being held back by anybody else by any other means. It's always been me that held me back, and it's always been me as a person to want anything to change. I mean, there's been opportunities to make it more accessible to myself to, like, change and do things and whatnot, but by and large, it's by me taking the initial first step, that I've always like had this sort of like I could keep doing it. And I think largely I was never really taught well enough to take the initial step. I know that also sounds kind of weird too, because it's like, how can you be taught that? Just like, it's more so the fact that I've been discouraged to be initiative in the beginning. My dad was very much a person that would be like, no, don't do that, no, don't do that. He's very negative in regards to like trying new things and like going about it. I was never negative about it, I was just discouraged about it as a kid. So I ended up not doing a lot of those kind of things and whatnot. But when I started finally challenging him and whatnot, I actually started like getting more and more ahead of myself and whatnot. And that was really good and very like something that I realized that this is what I could do. Like, I didn't start clipping my nails until I was probably like 15 or so. And I only like did that because like I got tired of like having like weight and whatnot. It may have been like 12, like when I was 12 years old or something. But I just started to like try to clip my nails. That's all I did. I just started to do that. I got bored one day and go like, you know what, I'm gonna learn how to do this. Same thing happened when I asked my dad to like go out and drive and whatnot. Like, he was so against it. I don't know why he was, but he was, and he didn't want to teach me to drive. And I kept telling him over and over again. Sometimes you just gotta do that. You gotta be persistent about things, and just it's one of those things that I had to learn to be an initiative about it. And like, I like that idea. Like, every time you have this weird initiative over something, there's this barrier that happens with it. Like, there's something about you that wants to go, no, I'm not doing this. But then suddenly, you break that barrier and it's no longer there. It's like, it's an odd feeling that feels good every time you do it, but you always know the exact feeling, and it still feels exactly the same with the whole entire holding and whatnot. But you have to do it, you have to break out of it. And that's something that I've always liked to do and to feel. And it's just, oh, it's always cool to me that it just kind of happens, you know?